Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're back in the old reliable, the Iowa. And you guys are in for a treat here. I know that we've been playing a lot of other things and I think you guys have enjoyed that for the most part. Of course, I always pay attention to the comments. I always pay attention to viewership and stuff on each video because I like to see what people like. And let's be real. As much as I love playing battleships, I can understand why some people are frustrated with how slow they play, and this is no exception. But I think you guys are going to like this. Now, we are on Neighbors. The best part about this map is it's wide open, for the most part. So, that allows the Iowa to do something that most other ships cannot do. The Iowa has a maximum range of right around, I want to say it's 19.7 kilometers. Which is most of the map. Which, just like Estuary, means I don't really have to go anywhere. And I can absolutely wreck your team. So, first shot out on the Nagato. Wait for it. Alright, one penetration. Not too bad. Oh, sorry. We got a second Citadel. There you go. So we went from having one penetration for right around 6,000 damage to having 27,000 damage thanks to a Citadel for 11,000. Yep, that's pretty much how that's going to go. Hi, Amagi! You're looking awful gorgeous out there. Let me go ahead and send some rounds your way. Wait for it. Alright, 7,572 damage. Not bad. Not what we were looking for, but not bad. A good penetration, and we're up to 34,000 damage already. And that's just 2 salvos. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those games, guys. And I'm not going to lie, this is the most damage I've done to date. So hopefully you guys are ready for that as well. Another shot on the Nagato, just trying to keep everybody nice and, you know, paying attention. And we get some more damage out of it. Taking our damage up to 49,000. And as you can see, these guys are pretty much getting their crap pushed in. Now, you gotta be careful when you're having these kinds of matches because there's a nasty little mercy roll that I hate in this game. I don't believe in mercy rolls. I think if your team's getting its butt kicked, the people that are kicking its butt should be able to get more damage and finish off the match with good games. That looks like a very nasty salvo, Amagi. You're gonna be hurting. Wait for it. Pow! Oh no! It was one of those that looks so good, but just ends up just falling a little flat. But yeah. So I don't like the mercy roll, and I know what some of you are probably thinking. What's the mercy roll? I don't know what you're talking about, Spartan. Well, if your team performs well enough, quick enough, you can actually zero the points of the enemy team, thereby winning the match. And that can happen at any point during the match. Generally, it happens early in the match, and that's the worst part because it always seems to be when I'm having good matches. I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. I unlocked the Fletcher recently, and I'm trying to get a good video for you guys. But every time I start to have a good game, we just come up a little bit short. Because of things, you know, I start out and I'm absolutely wrecking people. I get 79,000 damage real quick, and the next thing I know, the game's over because we mercied them. It's frustrating. But I can't do anything about it. So I will get you guys a good match in the Fletcher, even though I'm not really a destroyer guy. But this Amagi is just tempting fate one too many times. Now notice that I aim a little bit inside the second reticle on a Japanese battleship because I want the rounds to land towards the rear of the ship. Because that is where I score the most Citadels, speaking of which. And we knocked out his propulsion. Now we're starting to close the distance, even though we don't really need to, because there's a couple battleships that are right on the edge of our firing range, and we want to stay within firing range of everybody. But this is the kind of thing that I want to point out to people is you don't have to go sailing all the way around the map in a battleship, especially high-tier battleships with huge range like the Iowa and Amagi. The Amagi doesn't quite have the range that the Iowa does, which is probably why he's not shooting back at me. He might have a secondary build, which means he cannot possibly hit me. But if he's got the dispersion build with all the buffs to the the distance and stuff, you can actually get the Amagi to shoot, I want to say it's 18.3. It's about 1 kilometer less than the Iowa. But that's still a nasty little distance when somebody's shooting you and you can't shoot them back. Now, as you see, we've already broke 100,000 damage. And there's still a lot of people out there. So we are already on course for having an absolutely fantastic game. Now, we've got the Amagi spotted again. Not sure if I spotted him or if somebody else did. And so we're just trying... Why are we all the way... Oh. Kind of lost track for a second, sorry. So after shooting at the Amagi the last time and not sinking him, I realized we're about to be flanked by all these cruisers. So I turned to face the cruisers. Now the Amagi is sailing away from me. He's likely going to be trying to preserve his own life, so he's not likely to hit us. And we get a nasty Citadel on that New Orleans, taking half of his health right there. We also have a Baltimore and a Colorado to worry about. So instead of being broadside, we're going to go ahead and start bow tanking them. But unfortunately, that's going to leave us broadside to anybody that comes up the left, aka the Amagi and the Nagato that we've already come in contact with. Now the Colorado manages to take a couple torpedoes on the nose, and then we get a couple little penetrations for about 4,000 each and about 8,000 damage total. And about this point, I realize I'm in trouble. I know that I have battleships, very nasty battleships, coming around my left side, and I am broadside onto them in an Iowa. Broadside in an Iowa is dangerous because it has fantastic armor over the front of the ship due to its narrow profile and the fact that you're shooting 6 guns back at the enemy. But when you're broadside, it is very easy to Citadel an Iowa, as we've shown multiple times. And it doesn't matter what you're in. Cruisers with 203mm guns can easily Citadel an Iowa from broadside. So, definitely something to be worried about. Now, as I've said many times in the past, it takes my ships forever to go into reverse. But we need to get as many guns off the board as possible to limit how many people can shoot at us. So I go ahead, I select the New Orleans, I get him out of here. We'd already put a hurting on him, and now he's gone. But again, battleship is turned and is now in danger zone. So I am very, very concerned at this point of being absolutely citadeled into oblivion. Now the Baltimore's doing what he can to try to get my side, and that allows me to kind of give him the broadside, but not really. I'm kind of angled away from him, so yes, it's kind of bad, but we managed to Citadel him and get very lucky there. I say lucky, it's not really luck when you got 406mm guns going into the side of a cruiser, and that cruiser just happens to have some armor, which makes him easier to Citadel because of the fact that we don't get as many over penetrations. But the Colorado has very little health. He's hitting us, and the Nagato has hit us, and we are very low health. But if we can get the Colorado off the board right here, we might have a chance, and the Nagato in the middle does it for us. I don't know why that Nagato shot the Colorado instead of shooting that Nagato, but what can I do? He's gone. That means I can turn my bow towards these guys, and thus make sure that we're not going to get ourselves killed. Because, to be honest, you're not going to have a very good day, Japanese battleship, when you're firing 4 guns at me with your dispersion, and I'm firing 6 guns with mine. Japanese battleships do not have good dispersion. They really don't. They can occasionally get those really tight groupings, and that's usually deletion city for anything that gets caught in them, because that's one of the most fun parts of Japanese battleships, is just when you do get that unexpected, oh my god, those shots are so perfectly grouped. The Iowa can do it all day long. And by all day long, watch what I do to him again. I'm aiming into the front of his ship, and I get multiple hits. Only 1 penetration that time, unfortunate, but we were off to the side of his ship a little bit, so probably got more deflections. But what we're trying to do is just trying to guarantee penetrations, and those torpedoes look like they could be good. Is he going to get torped? No, he somehow managed to miss those torpedoes. I honestly, I don't know how. I don't know how you manage to miss torpedoes when the guy isn't even looking in your direction. But I digress. We managed to get another couple hits, and we are officially over more damage than I have ever done, ever. At 187,000 damage right now. We've already got 5 citadels, we've got the Nagato to clean up, and then we've got a Vanguard over there that is well within range. Not to mention the Amagi that's way off in the distance. So hopefully we can finish off the Nagato in this salvo from the front guns, and we don't. We get 1 meh penetration for like 2,400, and that leaves him with enough to get another salvo off into us. He busts one of our main guns, which is unfortunate, because that means we lose 3 guns, which is rough. That's half our firepower over the bow of our ship that we cannot use currently. But it doesn't matter because he has no health left, and we're about to finish him off. So we go ahead, we knock him out, and I did use my damage control there. I'm not sure why I used it so late. If I was going to use it, you'd think I'd have used it earlier. But we've got the Vanguard, I think. Yeah, Vanguard way out there. Unfortunately, outside of my range. But the Amagi, on the other hand, definitely inside my range. So we're going to go ahead and try. Can we break 200,000? All we need is like 2 penetrations. That's like 12,000. If we get a Citadel, it's a guarantee. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Oh, friendly torp. Thank God they ran out of steam. That could have been a nasty surprise. That would be my luck, too. Like, I'm about to break 200,000 and torp to death by my teammate. But, you know, sometimes that's the way it goes. Now, the Vanguard has quickly gotten dispatched. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he definitely ran into the wrong person because they left him at the bottom of the ocean in a hurry. But this Amagi has enough health. I can definitely do it. We've got all 3 guns on target. Are we good at aiming? Come on, Spartan. Please let me hit him. We got this. Wait for it. And hello, 200. No! No! We hit him. We penetrated one of his guns or something and managed to do no damage whatsoever. Come on, 10 more seconds and we can do it again. You can do it, Spartan. We believe in you. I don't know why. I believe in you, Spartan. Come on. Aim the shot. Do it well. That looks like a decent shot. Those are nice tight groups. Are we gonna break 200,000 damage for the first time ever? And wait for it. What was that? No! What? We get 2,000? No torpedoes! Why? No! We fall short of 200,000 damage once again. But we had a pretty good game. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the match. And if you're excited to see any Fletcher videos. Now, we're top of the leaderboard. 2,716 XP, 3 kills. We did 192,000 damage with 5 citadels, earning us 4,000 XP. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.